Yeah. It's me. Norb. I got your letter?
I never thought I'd see you again. How long's it been?
A long time.
A long time, yeah.
I realize I know nothing about you.
Boy, your mom really doesn't talk about me, does she?
Oh, really? Mom, hey, it's Dad. He's not how I imagined him. He's not used to having people around. Dad, why did you ask me to come here?
I don't want to discuss it.
I need to know why you sent that letter.
I gotta take a crap.
I know what's happening.
You got no idea what's happening here.
I could see the look in your
Ever been in a fight? I once kicked the guy's ear off.
I got this theory. Bad guys have eyes that look like razors.
You have to kill him? I'm not a murderer. You just killed somebody 5 minutes ago.
Who knows? Maybe we'll end up being best friends.
Come here. Come to Daddy.
Welcome back to our Humble San Diego podcast. We are your host, James Warney.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And of course, I, Wesley the Swan Swanson, and together we are Drop the Mic. You've tuned into episode 245 of Father Figures, in which we will be discussing the 2019 dark comedy thriller Come to Daddy, starring Elijah Wood. But first, let's get warmed up with some of our usual intro segments, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
Alright, so pop culture news. What do you got on that front, my man?
So recently, one of the Marvel producers who is overseeing a lot of this stuff that they're doing with the new Black Panther film. I think it's Black Panther 2: Wakanda Forever. He had stated in an interview that they will never recast T'Challa in DC, and he was very specific about saying the MCU 616 universe. So I don't know if he's kind of using that as, kind of like a go-around. But I thought that was pretty interesting that he specifically said what universe they would never recast him in. It's kind of giving him maybe like a backdoor to recast him in the future, which I do think they will recast Black Panther, but I don't think it will be T'Challa ever again. Specifically, the character that Chadwick Boseman played. But yeah, I think that's inevitably going to happen again. But within a respectful amount of time, and I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I think it might. Maybe within probably I'd say 10 years or so, if the MCU is still going on. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting for them to say that. Moving on to some other news, Delroy Lindo has been cast in the upcoming Blade reboot, starring Mahershala Ali. I don't think they specifically said who he would be playing in the film, but I would say he, just because of the age, I was going to say he'd be playing what's the older guy who helps out Blade in the movies?
Whistler?
Whistler, yeah. I feel like he'd be playing like a Whistler type character, or he would be playing Whistler in the film, just rebooted. It's a recast.
I mean,
everything's being rebooted, but I don't know what he'd be playing. They haven't said specifically who or what he is in the movie.
He could easily be a villain too. I think he's very good at that. doing that as well, right?
Very true. Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, I just thought that was straightforward. To me, I felt like, he's going to play a Whistler. But yeah, I could obviously, like you said, see him playing a villain as well. He's a great actor, no doubt about that. But it's interested to see what plays out here in the next couple of months in terms of that film, because I know they're getting ready to start that probably within the next couple of months. So very excited to see at least some behind the scenes footage whenever that does start. Speaking of footage, we have some cool stills, like poster images for the Matrix Resurrections. Did you? I know I sent you. I think I tagged you or sent you the one of Neo or Morpheus, the new Morpheus that they have in the movie. But have you checked out the other posters that they have? Or images?
Yes, I've seen. Obviously, the one that you sent me. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
Of Morpheus, where he's kind of running along a wall. Looks pretty cool. Of course, the one of Neo, and then the one that came out before the singular posters, the one with everybody on it, looks pretty rad.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Can't wait. I don't know. December, right? December, is it Christmas? Christmas Day coming out?
I want to say the 24th. It's within that week for sure.
Okay, yeah. So super excited. So close for that already. Just can't wait. I don't know if you heard about this, but it looks like Ridley Scott says they're working on a live-action TV series, Blade Runner.
Yes. Somebody, my buddy Leslie sent me that today. I just saw it this morning. That's crazy.
That's insane. I'd love to see them dive deep into that universe. That's cool. I know just to be involved or to dive into that universe, like I said, would be amazing, and just to go further into it. I don't really care if who they cast as the main guy, but I think it's just cool to go into that universe, and I think it'd be a 10-episode series, and I guess from what Ridley Scott is saying, that the pilot is already written and it's ready to be developed. So that's interesting. Well, thoughts on that?
Well, just going off of, like, I'm already really excited that we have that new animated Blade Runner Black Lotus, I believe it's called.
Right.
That's on Crunchyroll and Adult Swim, I think, right now it's on its run. So I'm glad that there's this resurgence, or they're keeping that Blade Runner franchise still open for future things, on down the line, because as great as 2049 was, unfortunately, people didn't go to see it the way that they should have. Which is, I feel like it was, that's a very complex story, and it's, and even the original Blade Runner with Harrison Ford, was a huge flop at the box office. It's one of those franchises that's super culty and found its lifeline later on on down the line, and that's we have to remember that when something's not immediately like a juggernaut, it doesn't discredit it or mean that it's not good. It's just the nature of the beast, I guess, within the business.
Yeah. So can't wait for that. I think that's going to be cool. If it does, they say it's in development, or they're working on it. So super excited to see if that actually gets gets some feet under it and gets going. So pretty cool on that. And I did miss one thing about the Disney Plus reveal thing that they had 2 weeks ago. We got to see some kind of behind the scenes footage of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Star Wars series for Disney Plus that they're coming out with.
Yes.
And something interesting that I thought I didn't know about until I rewatched it again. Hayden Christensen is coming back as Darth Vader, and he will be in this series.
Yeah, I thought I could have sworn we talked about that a while ago. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I mean, we might. I don't know. I thought that was pretty weird. I mean, if he's Darth Vader, I mean,
why
do we
does
really need
why does it matter?
Hayden Christensen to be attached to it, because we can't see him anyways.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna kind of retcon some type of thing. And from what I could see of him training, he had some specific type of like weird like breathing apparatus over his face. So maybe they're gonna try to pull like a Bane type of thing where he has like his own little ventilator thing over his mouth without a mask, just so that we can see it's him. Don't know if that's the case, but I only the footage that I saw him training. He was doing some lightsaber training, and he had like a weird breathing like a mask on. Don't know if that was just for the training or that's going to be used in the series. But yeah, pretty interesting to see him come back. I don't know. Again, I think I'm a little as confused as you are about why he's even coming back if he's playing Darth Vader. But yeah, moving on. Michael Keaton confirms that he is returning as a Vulture. I mean, we've seen teases of him in the Morbius trailer. I think the first teaser trailer they had, I think, a year ago. And then he said he's going to be doing some shooting as Vulture within the next couple of weeks. So pretty interesting for that. Don't know if it's going to be specifically for the Spider-Man film or in Morbius, what the case may be. But either case, we're getting Michael Keaton back as the Vulture in the MCU. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I think my last bit of news here, what was it? It looks like we may be getting Daredevil again. A Daredevil project is indeed in early development. That is going to be going to Disney Plus. I'm not sure if it's going to be a film or a series, but from what I've heard, rumors that, we've talked about it before, that Charlie Cox is probably going to be seen in the Spider-Man film in some shape or form, either whether it's Daredevil or Matthew Murdock as the lawyer representing Peter. Not sure if that's going to be something that they're going to go through, but yeah, pretty interesting news there. I thought was pretty cool that they're going to be Disney Plus is currently working on a Daredevil project.
The only thing is that I'm concerned with is that what's the actor's name again?
Charlie Cox.
Yeah, he came out saying, kind of tiptoeing around that, don't keep your minds open, like, if it's not, you might be getting it back, but maybe it's not going to be as gritty. And him kind of, and of course I'm paraphrasing, that's not exactly what he said, but
yeah,
it's kind of, it just seemed kind of sketchy, like he's saying, it's going to be like this Mickey Mouse version of
like
Daredevil.
a softer version.
Yeah, which is, damn, it's like, maybe I just want to keep, like, the Netflix seasons then,
Right. I mean, yeah, I love Daredevil. That's probably the best version of Daredevil I've ever seen on TV or on the screen.
Yeah.
And he's hands down I think the best Marvel show on Netflix. The brutality in that was amazing. But yeah, I mean, if that's the case, I don't know if it's if it's like, at least we got we're getting Daredevil back again.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll have to find out. Like I said, it's right now. It's just they're just saying that it's in early development. And then my last bit of news, I thought that was pretty cool or pretty interesting. Tom Holland had said, maybe it's time that I step away from Spider-Man. After this one, he's like, he's like, it's kind of sad to be, 30 and playing, like a superhero person. I kind of not exactly what he said, but in kind of in those terms. And then